Hi. So this is something recent. Yeah. It just came in, as you can see, 3 hours ago. It just happened. So remember, guys, in cases like this, we need to use the come what's it called? Aldi Altaram Petrem. There we go. Guys, when it comes to cases like this, we gotta use the Aldi Altaram Petrem method. You know what I mean? That's a Latin term in legal practices where it basically means like it's a term in Latin in the legal field for listening to both sides of the story. You should ask a lawyer. If you know a lawyer, ask them, they'll tell you. Audi Altaram Petrem, bro. All the time in these cases. Every single time. So apparently, Uncle Vinny has been laying the WWE SmackDown on his hand, bro. I don't know if this is true. Like I said, Audi Altaram Petrem throughout the entire thing. We did the same thing with Tahi. We've been doing the same thing with all the other allegations. We will offer Uncle Vinny the same grace. We will wait for him to. I don't know if they're gonna tell us the side of Uncle Vinny's story here, but so far it's only been from her side. So he's facing domestic violence allegations from his ex-hand. Apparently, he's been giving her uh, rock bottoms, the people's elbow, Steve Austin's stunner, Triple H's pedigree, Shawn Michaels' sweet chin music. He's been doing all types of moves, bro.
Open it. I'm not gonna hit you. I said open it. Why couldn't I told you I said open it. I'm not gonna hit you. I said open it.
Why does this sound like? Why does it sound like the Mason Greenwood thing? Remember Mason Greenwood's thing? Remember that Manchester United player who was accused by his girlfriend, and there was a voice recording of that. Why does it sound like that as well? Not the voice, but what you say. It's like I told you to open it and I wouldn't hit you. What? Open the phone? See, this thing of opening phones now is becoming a problem. It's becoming an issue. Honestly, like, bro, it's not your phone. Leave it alone. If you don't trust him, don't be in the relationship in the first place. Don't go through his phone. But your hands like toxic shit. That's the thing. I can fix him. Go guy. Go guy. I can fix her. Where? Stop this shit, bro. Stop going through other people's phone. You didn't buy it. You don't pay. This is what frustrates me the most. You didn't buy the phone. So you shouldn't have access to it in the first place. You don't buy data for the phone. So why the fuck are you going through WhatsApp messages that use data? You don't even pay for the services. If it's like if you didn't buy cash and you buy it on like contract, you're not helping in terms of contract payment. Why are you going through the phone? Leave what is not yours. Leave. There's the bruise under the eye over here. I don't know if that's just eye bags or something, but her eye is red, so that's probably not even eye bags. Mm. Mm. Red eyes too. Damn, it is not looking good for you, buddy. It is not looking good. Next time Ghana comes to South Africa, he better stay away from you. He's gonna stay away from you. Okay, so okay, we see the eye, right? What is this? What is she? What's here? What's on this side? Fuck it. Let's just see from her side. Oh, so she was showing under her lip. So she was showing this side. What she was doing, this picture here that I was asking about, what is it? So apparently she's showing, I know what she's showing. She's showing a cut that's like from here, under the lip, somewhere here. That's what she's doing. What's this? She was showing like here, and then she's showing the mark on her forehead as well. These things are not like clearly visible. The only thing that's visible is this first picture over here. This one is not clearly visible. That one is not clearly visible, and that one's not clearly visible. But still, if she was abused, then ish. I'm sorry. Had it. Not in a joking way, like actually like dead ass. Sorry. And then this was the voice recording, right?
I told you, I said, open it. I'm not gonna hit you. I said, open it. Why couldn't
Bro, Vinny, stay away from what is not yours, bro. Stay away from what is not yours. You don't help her pay for the phone if it's on contract. You don't buy her data. You didn't do. I don't know if you did. If you did, hey, I don't know. I guess he has the right to go through the phone. I guess. But if he didn't help her buy the phone, if he didn't buy the phone, if he's not paying for the contract, but that nigga should mind you that you should have told that nigga to mind his own business, bro. Tell him to move on and buzz off. So this is a mark on her leg, I guess. All right. And then this is the first thing that she said on the thing, right? Let's just quickly zoom in so that we're able to read this shit. All right. So your letter says TW. What does TW mean? What does TW stand for? Is he trying to say two women? That would make sense. TW, domestic violence. My ex Uncle Vinny and I started dating her ex, not my ex. Pause. No, Diddy. Uncle Vinny and I started dating in November 2025. A month into us dating, I was made aware of his promiscuity. I made the decision to forgive him and stay in the relationship. Promiscuity, guys, he was cheating. I forgave him and stay in the relationship. He then traveled to Ghana in December 2025 and returned at the end of the month of January 2026. Where Jonas? remember when remember that remember that episode when Jonas said he was going to Washington? Near Washington. Gandhi. Twins. Sorry. Sorry. Yo, if you didn't watch first of all, if you didn't watch The Polygamist already, like, where do you live? And do you have internet there? That's the first thing. But like, if you did watch The Polygamist, you know which episode I'm talking about was. So this nigga went to Ghana. Like, bro, at this point, like, if you're in a relationship, unless you're going with your hand, you can't say that you're going somewhere. You can't. It's over. Jonas and Uncle Vinny just killed it now. I can't I can't in complete consciousness tell my person that I'm going to take a trip to somewhere without her. Like, at that point I'm cheating. He's 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 cheating. Yo, hot stock, what's up, bro? Okay. He then traveled to Ghana in December 2025 and returned at the end of the month of January 2026. He ended up losing his phone, which made it difficult for him to make an income. And then I consented to him moving in with me until consented with him. Is that the right term? Consented? Isn't it I spoke to him or consulted? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's just go with that. I then consented to him moving in with me until he could make ends meet. I was financially abused in the process. He lived with me from January all the way up until May. Mm. January, February, March, April, May. 5 months of tombstone pile drivers and spears and Batista bombs. Damn, this woman is a soldier. She is strong. She is stronger than me. And then she says, in April, the day of balcony mix was the first time Cabello laid his hands on me because your name is Cabello, my brother. wait. Uncle Vinny Cabello. Uncle Vinny Cabello. Yo, where the fuck did you get Uncle Vinny from? Vinny Cabello. Vinny Cabello. Cabello Vinny. Vinny Cabello Cabello Vinny. Vinny Cabello 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 Vinny. How the Yo, that shit does not mix, bro. But anyways, let's take this serious. Let's take this serious. Was the first time Cabello laid his hands on me because I refused to speak to him throughout the night because I had seen him interacting inappropriately with another woman in my presence. Jonas! Jonas! Wait. He then started causing a scene at the club, and his friends pleaded with me to take him home. We got home. By the way, this is not the first time. Like Uncle Vinny has a Uncle Vinny has a well-known tendency of just like being aggressive at the club. Everybody can be aggressive at the club, but it is well documented that Uncle Vinny is aggressive at the club. We all know that video, right? We all know this one, huh? We all know this video. Yo, this man got the holy five fingers out of brother. That was the sanctified baptism slap. That was a slap of baptism, bro. This shit was insane. You don't remember this?
Crazy in your mind, like crazy, in your mind, crazy in your mind. Hey, man, hey, this young man must come out of the way. I don't fuck you.
Wham! Holy five fingers out of the Bible, bro. Flames, Baba. Nigga said, pussy went off, fuck you. Wham! Wait, I gotta see that one more time. I gotta see that one more time.
Come out of the way. I don't fuck you.
It was oh, hi. So basically, why I was trying to show you that video, is because the reason why I was showing you guys that video is because Uncle Vinny has a Uncle Vinny has a documented history of being aggressive at the club. That's why I was showing you guys that video. That shit is hilarious, bro. That shit was hilarious. Like he then started causing a scene at the club, and his friends pleaded with me to take him home. We got home and I confronted him about his cheating. This resulted in him punching me, damn, kicking me, oh my god, hitting me with the mug and dragging me, oh my god, by my hair. The beating lasted for about 2 hours and he used the I was drunk excuse. Brother, just because you can't, just because, what was, can I make a joke about this too? Nah, fuck it, I'm making a joke about it too. Bro, Uncle Vinny, if you actually did this, bro, you are, bro, shame on you, my dog. Shame on you. Shame on you. You are a bitch. If you actually did this, now I'm waiting for your side of the story. Like I said, Audi Altaram Petrem, guys. We both listen to both sides of the story. If he actually did this, yo, this nigga is an absolute bitch, bro. This nigga has this. He is a walking menstrual cycle. Like he's the first ever gent that I've seen have cravings from his period. That's facts. If he did this, now if he didn't do this, whoever the son is, you're wrong for this. You're absolutely wrong for this. You should probably go to jail for such accusations. You feel me? But that's only if you're wrong. Oh, you're lying. If you're wrong, you're lying. That's there's no in between. If it didn't happen, that means you're lying. You feel me? But if Uncle Vinny actually did this, bro, like Uncle Vinny, just because you can't hit other niggas, doesn't mean now you have to focus on the other gender. Like, bro, that's little dick energy. You know what I'm saying? That's little dick energy, bro. For about 2 weeks, for about 2 hours, and he used the I was drunk excuse. I chose to forgive him because I was naive and he had never been violent towards me before. I trusted he wouldn't do it again. However, it became a pattern and he would hit me continuously and I keep giving him grace after every incident. Jesus. What is this? Oh, text messages. Oh, okay. See now, when text messages come in, we're still gonna listen to Uncle Vinny's side of the story, man. When text messages come in, it's like, yo, you better have a good rebuttal. You better have a good reason for this one, gang. The physical abuse became so frequent and consistent. He would hit me because of the tiniest inconveniences, such as gaining weight. Excuse me, repeat that. He would hit me because of the tiniest inconveniences, such as gaining weight. Whoa. Or because I refused to let him go through my phone. He would wish death on my mother, use my situation with my biological father against me, use the fact that I got raped against me. Damn, R worded. Use the fact that I got R worded. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. Use the fact that I got R worded against me and drove me to trying to take my life countless times, even threatened to make sure I do end up taking my life. This resulted in us going through a couple of breaks from each other, and he would proceed to make false promises. So, this is what the text says. Let me just make it larger for us to be able to read. You know what I'm saying? This is what he said in the text. So, this is the message from him, I guess. He says, just know you such an attention seeking person. Go on. Okay, but thing is, I just want to say this, man. Like, it's not saying that I don't believe her. I'm not saying that. Man. But if you're gonna like put text messages, at least let us see the name. You know, let us see the contact name. You know how people like usually post contact, like how they post text messages. You see the name of the contact that you're talking to, and then the text messages as well. Because when you're doing this, it's like, well, how can we be sure that it was Uncle Vinny? Like, you know, like, okay, you put the text there, but like, how can we be sure that it was him? Like I said, Audi Trump Trump. Like, I'm not gonna say that she's lying, but you also gotta be looking at both sides of the issue to be like, okay, he can say this, and we can just see like the holes in the story or something like that. We should be able to think about that two sides. So he says, allegedly, he says, just know you're such an attention seeking person. Go on, have your moment. You will still be a depressed person. All these people you doing it for really don't care. They will laugh at you. Keep going. And then allegedly, he goes on to say, I will teach you a lesson in life. You will always wish to off yourself. Now you will, and best believe I've been so nice to you. Bruh, does this guy even use like he doesn't use full stops? That it's like one thing the entire time, bro. This nigga needs grammar lessons, bro. This nigga does not need karate lessons, jujitsu lessons, MMA lessons, wrestling lessons. He has had enough of that. Now he needs grammar lessons. He needs English lessons, bro. You gotta put your commas and your full stops. We need to, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I know you're texting, but at least, bro, when we read this shit, it gotta make sense. I've been so nice to you. Never slandered your name. Online, you taking it there. I never slandered your name online. You taking it there. That's your motive in life. That's your motion. That's you. Mm. Mm. Me and the devil. Why does that song come to my head all of a sudden? Pause. I just think about that song just randomly. Me and the devil. Right. Okay. And then um she posts, he proceeded to take my reputation, isolate me from those around me, and accuse me of psychotic behavior. He would go around telling people that I pulled out a knife on him, which is true. Hi. Okay, at least a little bit of honesty. Yeah, but it was probably self-defense. Probably. I don't know. She says she's been hitting him for like a couple months now, so probably self-defense. At that point, you know that the ending of not Maria. You know the ending of Medea. What's that show called? Which one? There's so many Medea ones. That one where that one Han is getting married to the guy that's abusing him, and then Medea suggests that she throws like umtogo pesguak marumtogo shisai. It's probably got to that point, bro. It probably got to that point. At this point, it's like, fuck it, bro. So Gwaza. You were hurting me. One herder. It's too much now. So he says, she says, isolate me from those around me and accuse me of psychotic behavior. He will go around telling people that I pulled out a knife on him, which is true, but he leaves out the part where I had to do it as a means of protecting myself. Yeah, that's what I thought, self-defense. Because he was hitting me. He did this because he knew I was scared to come out about what I was going through, because he threatened to use his connections to ruin my life and get me offed. Damn. Damn. This nigga is definitely Jonas reincarnated. But I thought Jonas would be taller. I thought Jonas would be taller. And get me offed and convince me that everyone would choose his side, and he was not wrong. Everyone around us knew that knew what I was going through. I had my own friends choose him over me. That's depressing. There was a situation where his friends were hosting a party. Cabello, aka Uncle Vinny, allegedly pulled me into a room, hit me, and his friends advised him to just have sex with. I need a break. Need a break, bro. After what I just wrote, after what I just read, need a drink too. Give me a second, bro. That shit is insane. Um, his friends advised him to just have sex with me so that I get over it. There was another recent incident where we agreed to meet at his friend's apartment. Excuse me, so that we can speak. Within 10 minutes of me being there, he started saying the most vile and outrageous things to me, and I reacted out of anger and threw a vape at him. Not the vape! What did the vape do? Not the vape! The vape didn't deserve that. The poor vape. Is it okay? Is the vape okay? Not the vape. He started saying the most vile and outrageous things to me, and I reacted out of anger and threw a vape at him. He retaliated and started hitting me. The securities came to find. Okay, yeah. Now you see, we need the security. Whoever was the security during that time, they need to also come out and say something. Everybody wants a little bit of clout. You know that. You know that, right? At least she had victims, allegedly. If this happened, then at least there are victims there, security and shit. And like, this is 2026. Everybody's looking for a little bit of clout, so you know they'll probably come out and say something, something. We can sip a little bit of tea. They'll probably want to get a little piece of the action, not like hitting her, not that action. I'm talking about, like, you know. Um, sorry guys, like I said, I'm sick. Please bear with me. The securities came out. The securities came to find out what was going on, and he dismissed them. His friends then left the apartment, and Vinny locked the door. Oh no, let's get ready to rumble. Round two. Hashibe. His friends then left the apartment, and Vinny locked the door, took my phone, and kept me hostage until I agreed to forgive him. Damn. This would make a good movie. This sounds like something out of a Tyler Perry movie, honestly. I'm not trying to make jokes. I'm lying, I am. But doesn't it sound like a Tyler Perry movie to you? It does to me. It does to me. Hold on, guys. I just want to be able to put this in the frame properly so that we can read everything. Yeah. All the way from top to bottom. So on this side, the profile picture covers it, so I can't even see the first word. Actually, excuse me. Let me just quickly. I can't see the first word, man. Profile picture covers it. You scrap, man. I think it says the most recent. Okay, the most recent. The most recent incident is where I started to see how treacherous my situation is. He was upset because I was going to the club without him being present. He then told me that he will tell the workers at the club to ban me from entering. But can I say something? Honestly, I'm reading all of this stuff, bruh. There's no way Uncle Vinny is this powerful, bro. There's no. I refuse to believe like Uncle Vinny is this. I refuse to believe that he is this much into the loop and disconnected to the point where he's like he's telling like workers and he has connections to ruin her life and all of that type of stuff. I find that hard to believe. I really find that hard to believe. Does Uncle Vinny have that much influence? There's no way. How many followers does this guy have? I just want to quickly see something. How many followers does he have? But bruh, at 933,000 followers, does the guy actually have that much influence to be able to like ruin her life to that extent? What are people saying in the latest comments? Bapes Guake, I'm sure. Bapes Guake, for real, Vinny, you've changed and it's not good for a person who's been around Ricky. How sharp was she? I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Kutwin, get out of people's business. Kutwin, leave the man alone, bro. Leave the man alone. Crystal is like, kindly watch Yolata stories. Justice for Yolata. Lucy says, ew. Crystal says, get this boy. Justice for Yolata. Yo. Abafaz ba Pesguake, bro. Pesguake, baba. Get him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bro, you see, the thing is, like, I hate when we bringing Ricky into this. Like, I get you guys are trying to make a point with Ricky, but like, let's leave Ricky out of this, bro. The guy is resting, bro. Leave Ricky out of this, bro. Honestly. You look at all the hands. Get that nigga, bro. Get that nigga, bro. Get him. Get that nigga, bro. Wait. We want to see the friends as well. Where are the friends? Justice for your lata. This is about to be a hashtag for sure. Yo, this is the hand that my fit. Yo, when you have fine shit in your comment sections hating, that's when you know it's over. It's okay when like it's the mid hands that are like, okay, yeah, justice. Maybe he can get over it. But even when it's fine shit too in the comments, it's like, that's when you know GG's. It's GG's. Even the gents are here too. Footseg, Nama Dreads, I5. Shit. People hearts. Uh-oh. 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 Momo. 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 No, man. Man. Me, big dick buster. Momo. No, man. No, man. Come on, guys. What kind of human being hits someone for gaining weight? Damn. Also, to me, that doesn't make sense. I knew Ricky left us with a problem. Cease. The purple hearts are in full effect. Yeah, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny. I know Yanda Woods is about to say something. I know she's gonna say something. I know she's gonna say something, but I know she's also gonna want a piece of this action. I know. She's also gonna want a piece. Shit, if I was Yanda Woods, I'd feel left out too. I'd want a piece. I'd also come in with like a crazy allegation. He drop kicked me in the Benz once. One day, I bought him the wrong Gucci bag, and he Superman punched me across the room. Yeah, I'd also do it. I'd also do it. I'd also do it, bro. I'd also want a piece of that action, bro. I was like, come here, yeah. No, in all honesty, though, let's take this serious. Let's take this serious. Let's take this serious. Wait, where did I finish? Where did I finish? Okay. He was upset because I was going to the club without him being present. He then told me that he will tell the workers at the club to ban me from entering, so I made my way back home. He got to my apartment before I did, and I confronted him about his behavior. He was visibly drunk and the conversation was not going anywhere. So I walked out of the room to go to the bathroom and remove my makeup and proceeded to enter the bathroom. Drag me and he proceeded to enter the bathroom, dragged me by my hair, and hit me. He locked me in the room and confiscated my phone. He eventually fell asleep, and I wrongfully went through his phone and saw he was talking to other women. I woke him up to confront him, and we tussled over the phone, which resulted in it breaking. He got angry, tackled me. Yo, what is the he tackled me, held my head, and repeatedly banged my head on the ground. And security then escorted him out of the building. See the text. And then he texts her and says, "So you left?" Okay, man, hold on. I can't read this shit. Zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in a little bit more. Alright. He says, "So you left to go be with other niggas. I came to your house. You're not here. You will know me. You better. No. Don't try sleeping next to me." It's not funny, honestly. It's not funny. It's just the way that he texted, but like that's literally how he is. Like I know I'm reading it wrong, or I'm reading it like kind of funny, but that's basically how it is. So you left to go be with other niggas. I come to your house. You're not here. You will know me. That's how it is. That's how it is. I'm not even trying to make fun of it. It's how it is. It's how it is. It's how he wrote it down. It's how he wrote it down. And then she says, "Bro, where the fuck are you?" I went to the I went to the what? I went to the London to fetch you. What do you mean? What do you what do you fucking mean? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, fam. He says, "I'm sleeping on your bed." Yo, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. It's just the way that Uncle Vinny texts, bro. Allegedly, I don't know if this is Uncle Vinny. Apparently, this is a legend. Yo, it's the way that he texts, bro. It's like, okay, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm sleeping on your bed. The fuck you on? Another WhatsApps here. Allegedly, also from Uncle Vinny. Let's quickly zoom in some more so that we're able to read. It says, you dare fucking huh? Hold on. It says you dare fucking go speed those tights around. I better find you home, otherwise. And I don't know. Does this mean like she was on like? Does it mean she was on flight mode or do not disturb? I don't know. But he allegedly video called her and shit. And he allegedly says, "We will have a serious problem, I swear. From your man texted this. I didn't see. I'm so sorry, friend. I wouldn't let him type this if I knew what he was saying." What is going on here? Is he texting from a friend's phone or is he letting his friend text on his phone? What's going on here? I don't know, man. Shit looking weird. Shit looking very weird. Yo, guys, I know I'm making a lot of jokes about this. Women abuse is very serious, but I'm making jokes about this because, like, it's my way of coping, bro. It's my way of coping. Otherwise, I'd be crying with her. One of us gotta be making jokes. Otherwise, both of us are gonna be depressed. I can't be depressed. I already was depressed like 2 days ago, bro. Bafana depressed me. I'm already like my spirits are already down bad, bro. At this point, I'm just here to bring joy to people. Like I'm trying to up our spirits at this moment in time. You know what I mean? And also on top of that, like this is women abuse. We're not making jokes about women abuse. Women abuse should be taken seriously. It shouldn't be allowed. It should not be tolerated. But like, we can't all be crying. You know what I mean? I'll be crying. One of us gotta make light of the situation. I nominate myself as tribute. And then this is what she says. I lost myself completely and I was not perfect throughout this relationship. There's two sides to every story. However, that's his story to tell. At least she acknowledges that. I've protected this man for far too long. And this is Gaddafi would never be him. Allegedly, Uncle Vinny. He says, the same foolish boy, you allowed him in between your legs. Jesus. She's like, okay, bruh, you shouldn't be typing in words. You should be just giving him, like, blue tick this nigga, bruh. And if you do want to respond savagely, just give him a thumbs up. Give him a thumbs up. At least make a meme out of the situation. She says, okay. And then he says, yeah, so before you think of saying that makes us both, huh? So, yeah, so before you think of saying that makes us both foot, bruh. Less MMA lessons, more English lessons, bruh. Less jujitsu classes, less boxing classes, more English grammar literature classes, okay? Okay, Vinny? Okay, Vinny? You can't be good on one side and then when on this side it's like, come on, bro. Come on, my brother. Come on. I think he's trying to say, yeah, then come tell me face to face. And then she's like, no thanks, I have plans. And then he's like, the club, that's the plan. I will find you. It's very easy to find you. Damn. It's like a horror movie, bro. It's like it's one of the series. It's like one of the Final Destination movies, bro. And then she's like, I wonder who will speak to you if you try that bullshit, Sana, cause it won't be me. And if you think you'll find me at Lewis, who is Lewis? Suits? That was he talking about? You are mistaken. And then he says, it's easy to find you, man. And then she says, you are crazy. Can you leave me alone? Don't pull, don't pull, don't pull to any club. I guess she's trying to say, don't pull up to any club that I'm at. All right. All right. This is a serious thing, honestly. This is the if it's allegedly if like Uncle Vinny did what she's if Uncle Vinny is actually guilty of what she's accusing him of, this is like a typical male. This is typical male insecurities trying to be dressed up as male superiority. So it's like it's that one hand. I don't know. I think maybe you know what I think. This is personal opinion. I don't know if it's true. In the polygamist, like Jonas is like it seems like everything is going Jonas's way, right? All the women want him, and even though he does all this bullshit, they still want him, and he could do the nastiest and most like trifling act, and they'll still want him. It got to a point later on in the series where like all of the women just tracked Jonas's bullshit, and they just decided to distance themselves from him. He felt like he was losing control a little bit, and then after the whole poisoning situation, was it before or after when he like Joyce put that stuff in his food? But I don't know if it was before or after, but later on, like it seemed like all the women were distancing themselves from him and they had enough of him. And then he started to resort to acts of violence, like beating them up and stuff. But it gets to a point where like everything is going your way for such a long time that when things don't go your way, you start losing control and grasp of things, and it leads you to do some stuff that you're not really like it's not really you. It shouldn't be an excuse for you doing it in the first place, but it's like it's not really you. And I think that's the point that Vinny got to. I think Vinny's been fucking with so many hands. It got to a point where like I think he was going through like a dry spell, nyana. Low key. I don't know. I feel like there was something going on. Like usually, like Hans would be like he text the hand and he have a response and everything was like going well. I think it got to a point where like it was drying up a little bit. Maybe the water was running dry to a point where like everything like to him was like it was like he felt like he was losing touch. It felt like he was losing control. He was losing a grasp of everything, and then he just ends up resorting to acts of violence. Allegedly. Now, do I think that's the problem? Like, do I think that's excusable? I mean, No, of course not. Lock that nigga up. Only if he's actually guilty of the stuff that he's being accused of. If he's guilty, lock that man up and throw the key. Like, don't just lock him up. Put him in the same cell as Joop Joop. Or put him in the same cell as Sheba Shit and throw the key far away from here as possible. In fact, don't even throw the key. Burn that shit, bro. Don't allow a chance to be had to make a replica of that key. Just burn it. Straight up burn it. You feel me? Melt it. I don't know, just melt it. You know what I mean? But that's only if the allegations are true. Now, if the allegations aren't true, and it's brought to life that she was lying. You know what I mean? So let's just wait until Uncle Vinny. Let's just wait for Uncle Vinny to. Let's just wait until Uncle Vinny gets to say his side. You feel me? And Yolata says, "Oh, not Yolata. Uncle Vinny says, I know. That's why I said I'm deeply sorry about the situation. I guess this is him trying to apologize for everything, allegedly. And he says, that's why I'm deeply sorry about the situation because I really can't remember. And you attempted to use a weapon on me. Lord knows what would have happened if you did. Oh, she said that. She said that. She said that he tried to use a weapon against her. And yeah. And then he says, I'm aware. And then she says, and you're not even attempting to step aside for an hour to mend it. Just goes to show how much I've let slide and lack of remorse. And then he says, but I was really super drunk. Ah, shit. Not that. Not that. Ugh, not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. But in 2026, does that excuse still work? Or is it outdated now? And should we update operating systems with this excuse? I feel like this excuse should be updated now. This shit is getting way too old. Blaming it on the liquor, bro. When I drink alcohol, I want to go to bed. When I drink alcohol, I want to go to bed, bro. There's no like, I swear, no matter how many vodkas are in the system, no matter how many ciders, no matter how many, nothing ever comes to my mind. I never think to myself, yo, I never think to myself, as soon as I'm done drinking like 1 cup or 2 cups or 3 cups, I never think to myself, yo, let me drop kick fine shit, bro. That never occurs to me ever. It never occurs to me. I never think to myself, I wonder what will happen if I Superman punch her in the mouth. That never, bruh. The only thing that comes to my mind is, bro, where is the nearest bed? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I'm done. I'm over. Time I'm not even a tank. Bruh, 10 cups in, I'm already it's over for me, bro. It's over. Don't expect shit from me for the rest of the night. I never think to myself, I want to kick this hand in the face. What? It never occurred to me. So he says he blames it on the alcohol. I was really drunk. And that's not an excuse at all. But punish me like this, it's a bit harsh. But to punish me like this is a bit harsh. And then she says, you know what hurts me the most? Is that I'm the only woman you've done this to. Mmm. Until Yonder Woods pops up with the with the black eye pictures. Yonder, if there was ever a time to release the files, there was ever a time to release the files, Yonder. Go, you better jump on the trend. You better jump on the trend. Better jump on the trend, shawty. And then he says, you have said some shit to me drunk. I never held it against you. Did she say something else? No, she didn't. And then she says, amen. And then she says, just wanted to clarify that the situation that happened at a party is not associated with what is the government party's, huh? Okay, what is the government parties? And they're not the friends that supported his behavior. All right. What's this? So she's been getting support from. So she's been getting support from. Ooh, ew. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Hi. Yo, this is why I'm saying, bro. When fine shit starts chiming in, just know it's over, bro. Just know it's over, bro. When fine shit starts making comments, bro. I guess this is like her friend. I don't know. It's probably like someone that was involved in the situation. I don't know, probably. She says, I guess this is who's this? This is Pethy Lajas. I think this is her talking to Uncle Vinny, or this is her like posting a story directed to Uncle Vinny. She says, ah, she says, she took you in when you had nothing, protected you and your image, showed up for you in so many ways. She gave you so many chances to change. Excuse me. She gave you so many chances to change and be the version she fell in love with. Was her mistake loving you? You went out of your way to ruin her birthday weekend, tarnish her reputation, embarrassed her. You took her spark away. Watching your friend lose her spark right before your eyes is a different kind of pain. Mm. Seeing her question her beauty. Damn. Live in constant fear every time you leave the house. Mm. Cry herself to sleep. Mm. And carry the weight of heartbreak over and over again. Mm. You win, ja. It's not funny. It's not funny. The worst part isn't even watching it happen. It's knowing there's nothing you can do to make the pain disappear. You remind her of her worth. You hold her while she cries. You tell her she'll be okay. But until she believes it herself, all you can do is love her through the storm. Mm. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Sorry, sorry, sorry. That was the wrong one. 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 I meant to do this. I meant to do this one. Beautiful stuff. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one, bro. My bad, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This flu is getting to my brain, bro. This flu is getting to my brain. I'm already like, you feel me? And then she posts not the friend, the friend. I'm still talking to the friend. She says, shut the fuck up to this person. To those friends who were watching the abuse happen and kept quiet. Those friends who knew he was beating her and kept quiet. She's telling them to shut up, I guess. Um, um, and then she posted something else on her story. Oh, this was Yolata. Okay, let's just go back to Yolata real quick. Let's just go back to Yolata. Let's just go back to Yolata. You feel me? Let's go back to Yolata. Is that her name? I don't want to mispronounce her name. Oh, another fine shit. Didewa. Who's this? Oh, my face. Ta Vinny. Ta. Vinny. Vinny. Kata if you wouldn't. What's his name? So this is one of her friends, I guess. Another one of her friends. She says to see someone so close to me go through something like this is absolutely heartbreaking. This is Dinero, by the way. What made it even harder was knowing she was terrified that no one would believe her because the person involved has influence and a platform. Today, despite how difficult it must have been, she found the courage to speak up, and I hope we can all remind her that she's not alone, that we believe her. Unfortunately, thing is, we're supposed to believe her automatically, né? But after everything that's happened, 2026, we gotta listen to Uncle Vinny's side of the story, honestly. We gotta hear Vinny's side of the story too, and then we can make judgment. Then we can make judgment. You feel me? Audi Altaram Petrem. I'm sorry. Uh, that we believe her and that she has people standing with her. I've watched her love, support, and show up for Cabello in many ways. But you see, they don't even call you by your stage name anymore. They're calling you Cabello Baba. Fuck the stage name. Fuck your influencer name. Cabello. Cabello. Shubile Baba. Shubile Manzi Pants. Um, I've watched her show love, support, and show up for Cabello in ways many people never got to see. She gave him a place to stay, supported his career, and stood by him. In return, I've personally witnessed behavior that left me shocked. I've seen him belittle her, control her, humiliate her, abuse her, and I've watched the pain she carried because of it. No one deserves to be treated that way. No one deserves to live in fear of a person they are supposed to feel safe with. I stand with my friend, and I'm proud of her for finding the strength to speak her truth. I can only hope justice is served. Mm. Well, Steve, the thing is, yeah, we're hoping for justice to be served. Did you file a statement? Did any one of you file a statement, or is this just, are you just hoping that the courts of Instagram are the ones that are going to be able to bring you guys justice? We need to see affidavits, Buffett. Affidavits, police statements, restraining orders, and such. Come on, guys. And then she posted this, your letter. This was a story from a while back, I guess. WhatsApp, I guess. WhatsApp status or whatever it is. I don't know. It says, I feel sorry for her, but are you guys aware that this girl defended Vinny when the other girl came out for the same behavior? And then she says, so I've avoided addressing most rumors that have come with me speaking out, but this I can't let happen. I've never been made aware of any experiences that other women have with my ex, nor have I condoned it. I never knew that side of him existed, and had I known that that's that's the kind of person he is, I wouldn't have pursued anything with him. Listen, I'm against woman abuse. I'm against putting your hands on a woman in any aggressive manner. I'm against forcing yourself on a woman. I'm against any form of harassment against a woman. Every man that has done anything of that sort of form should be given the electric chair. Don't even give them the courtesy of giving them the injection. Electric chair, right? I'll be honest, though, in this situation, just in this situation, I'll be clear. I don't think you pursued anything with Vinny because he's a nice guy. I think you pursued Vinny because it is Uncle Vinny. If you get what I'm trying to say. Like Vinny could have been the most gentleman. Like, I don't think, okay, let me say this. I don't think you would date Cabello, but I think you pursued it because you're dating Uncle Vinny, not because you're dating Cabello. You get what I'm trying to say now? Like, I think she pursued this because she's dating Uncle Vinny, not because she's dating Cabello, but because she's dating Uncle Vinny. So when she says, if I knew the kind of person you were, I wouldn't have pursued anything with you. Nah, you only pursued it because his name is Uncle Vinny. Yeah, that's my opinion. I stand to be corrected, but that's probably not something to point out at this moment in time. I should be able to read the room. I apologize. I apologize for pointing that out, but I'm just saying, bro. That's my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. And she says, the only time woman approached me regarding Vinny was when I was being informed about the cheating. I never knew he was this kind of person, and I cannot stress this enough. Basically, you see, this is why I'm saying you were dating Vinny. You didn't date Cabello. If Cabello was cheating on you, you would have left a long time ago. But now you're dating Vinny. There's a lot to lose when you leave Vinny, but you lose nothing when you break up with Cabello and you walk away from Cabello. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't support women abuse. I don't support women harassment. I don't support any form of violence towards women whatsoever. In fact, I hate it. Men who do that should be burnt to the ground, alive. Tire, oil, petrol, all that. Mlilo, matches, that type of stuff. But come on, gotta be honest. The truth is the truth, even if it's rough. And then she also says, the victim blaming will not shake me. I was suffering at the hands of a man that's a I was suffering at the hands of a man that secretly hated me, and it took months for me to get to the point that I am at. Nothing will shake me. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.